You could feel it the moment it happened. The crowd went quiet for a second, and then erupted. DiJonai Carrington hit the floor hard, expecting the whistle, expecting help from the refs like always. But this time, nothing. The whistle stayed silent. The refs looked, and walked away. For once, Carrington wasn't the one controlling the moment. She was at the mercy of the game. And fans across the country instantly knew, this was karma. The same Carrington who once poked Caitlin Clark in the eye without any remorse, just got a taste of her own medicine. And this wasn't just any random fall. This was a turning point. Before we break down how this drama unfolded in the Dallas Wings vs Golden State Valkyries game, and why fans are cheering on this so-called karma moment, make sure you like this video, subscribe, and turn on notifications. Because here, we speak truth. And the truth is, WNBA fans are tired of fake tough acts, dirty plays, and silence from the league. Back to the eye poke incident. Let's rewind to the moment that flipped the script. It wasn't that long ago, during a heated game between the Connecticut Sun and the Indiana Fever, when DiJonai Carrington crossed a line. It wasn't just tough defense. It wasn't hustle. It was dirty. She poked Caitlin Clark in the eye during live play, and the cameras caught it all. The video went viral, and not in a good way. Clark stumbled back, clearly in pain, clutching her face. And Carrington? She walked away like nothing happened. No apology. No glance back. No sportsmanship. Fans were livid. And rightly so. Because this wasn't the first time Caitlin Clark had taken hits. And it wouldn't be the last. But this one felt personal. It was clear. It was targeted. And it went unpunished. The league's silence fueled the fire. What made it worse was the silence from the league. No fine. No flagrant foul. No statement. Just another ugly moment brushed under the rug. But fans weren't having it. Social media exploded. Hashtag Protect Caitlin Clark started trending. People were posting screenshots, slow-mo replays, zoomed-in photos, anything to show that this wasn't just a bump in the game. This was dangerous. Analysts chimed in. Former players spoke out. Even neutral fans started turning on Carrington. The WNBA wanted Caitlin Clark's star power, but seemed unwilling to protect her. That hypocrisy didn't sit well with anyone. Caitlin Clark's quiet rise. Through it all, Caitlin Clark stayed composed. No dramatic post-game interviews. No finger-pointing. She just showed up to the next game and played. And that's what fans love about her. She's tough, but not dirty. Competitive, but not cruel. She leads with talent, not trash talk. Every game she plays, she earns more respect. And even when the calls don't go her way, even when she gets hammered with hard fouls and sneaky hits, she keeps her head down and keeps grinding. That kind of quiet strength. It's rare. And people are starting to notice. Carrington's trade and a new attitude problem. Shortly after the eye poke incident, Carrington found herself in a New Jersey, traded to the Dallas Wings. She joined forces with Paige Bueckers, one of the most hyped prospects in recent years. On paper, this could have been a clean slate for Carrington, a chance to reset. But that's not what happened. Instead of changing her game, she brought the same aggressive, taunting style with her. She ran her mouth, threw shade, and acted like she was untouchable. And in Dallas, the fans weren't buying it. The Wings started struggling. Chemistry issues were obvious. And every time Carrington got into it with the refs or started showboating, the energy shifted, and not in a good way. The game that changed everything. Then came that game against the Golden State Valkyries. The spotlight wasn't supposed to be on Carrington, but she made sure it was. She played with that same edge, chirping at opponents, waving off calls, looking for drama. But in the third quarter, everything flipped. She drove to the basket, took contact, and went down hard. Normally, this is where the whistle blows. Normally, the refs rush in. But not this time. They saw the play. They hesitated. Then, nothing. Play continued. Carrington jumped up, stunned. Her eyes were wide. Her arms flew up. She yelled. She pleaded. She demanded. And still, silence. The referees looked straight past her and let the game move on. That silence was loud. It was louder than any whistle. And fans knew what they were watching. Social media explodes. This is karma. Twitter, TikTok, Reddit, all of it lit up. This is what happens when you dish it and can't take it. She finally got a taste of her own medicine. The refs just served up justice, cold. People weren't just happy to see her fall, they were relieved. Finally, the system wasn't protecting bad behavior. Finally, the league looked like it was evolving. Some even joked that the refs must have watched the Caitlin Clark footage and decided enough was enough. Caitlin Clark versus Carrington, a tale of two legacies. Here's where things get real. Because this isn't just about one cheap shot or one missed call. It's about the bigger picture. It's about what kind of league the WNBA wants to be, and what kind of players it chooses to highlight. On one side, you have Caitlin Clark. Rising star. Poised. Humble. A team-first player with sky-high IQ and relentless work ethic. She doesn't play dirty. She doesn't cry for fouls. She just delivers. On the other side. Carrington. Flashy. Loud. Confrontational. A player who leans more on drama than dominance. And fans have made their choice. Caitlin Clark's fanbase is massive and still growing. She's bringing in new viewers, families, and young girls who want to see skill, not scraps. Meanwhile, Carrington's name is being mentioned in meme threads, not MVP talks. Even the refs are catching on. Let's be honest, officiating in the WNBA has been under a microscope this season. Missed calls, inconsistent whistles, and a lack of accountability have left fans frustrated. But this Carrington moment, it felt different. It felt like the refs were finally saying, "We see you. And we're done." They let her fall. Let her complain. Let her throw her tantrum. And then they moved on. No drama. No free throws. No bailout. Just basketball. Where does Carrington go from here? Now the question becomes, what's next for DiJonai Carrington? She can double down on the drama, play the villain role, and hope it keeps her relevant. Or, she can grow. She can look at this moment, the backlash, the silence from the refs, and realize it's time to change. Because the league is changing. Fans are smarter. The spotlight is harsher. And in the age of social media, every move is recorded, replayed, and judged. If Carrington wants to last, she'll need to lead with skill, not ego. And Caitlin? She's already won. While Carrington tries to find her footing, Caitlin Clark is doing just fine. Her game keeps improving. Her chemistry with teammates is clicking. And no matter how hard opponents come for her, she doesn't flinch. She's not playing to be liked. She's playing to win. And that mindset, it's exactly what makes her unstoppable. This is bigger than one player. What happened in that Dallas Golden State game is bigger than Carrington. It's bigger than Caitlin. It's about the identity of the WNBA. Do we reward loud personalities over solid performance? Do we protect dirty plays and let rising stars take the hits? Or do we shift? Do we protect players like Caitlin Clark? Do we reward discipline, leadership, and integrity? This moment felt like a step in the right direction. A league at a crossroads. The WNBA is growing fast. More eyes. More money. More pressure. And with that comes responsibility, from the refs, from the league office, from the players. If it wants to keep growing, it has to protect the right values. And the message sent during that game was clear: antics don't get you free calls anymore. Reputation matters. So does character. In the end, karma never misses. It just waits for the right time. DiJonai Carrington had her moment, and blew it. She played rough, crossed lines, and thought she'd always get away with it. But when the refs ignored her, when the fans turned on her, and when Caitlin Clark kept rising without saying a word, it all caught up. Let that be a message to every player in the league. The game is changing. And if you're not growing with it, you're going to get left behind. So here's to fair play. Here's to discipline. And here's to every fan who stood up and said, "Enough is enough." The WNBA has spoken, and this time, it said it without a whistle.